Hey guys, back again. Today we're doing tapping. I think we're on day 3. Yeah, day 3. And pretty exciting. Nice to get tapping again. One of my favorite things to do on the farm is tap maple trees. But to make that job a little bit easier on this hill, for the most part, it's fairly open. And I can actually get in here with my snowmobile and pack some trails down just so that we have something to walk on other than the having a blaze trail on snowshoes, because the snow's quite deep. About, I don't know, 3 foot of snow right now, I think. So I'm doing that. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but you can kind of see the woods and what we're dealing with. And I've got a few trails out through here, just a little something to break things up. But as you can see from my chainsaw over there, I found a blowdown. There we go. Get my finger on camera here. I'm pointing up the right direction. We're cutting up this tree here, not that one like way over there. But anyway, yeah, right there. There's the saw. That's the one. Way to go cut that up, and not the saw, but way to cut the tree up. Get that line out of the snow, because there, see that? It is not supposed to be taking a nosedive into 3 foot of snow. So I had to go get that up, but I got over there and I found the tree, and I needed my shovel. My shovel's in my sled, so I'll dig that out and we'll cut this tree up. Big is this limb? There's the line. What's on this end? Okay, there's a log. There we go. There. We rescued it. There we go. Now this might cut a chainsaw. DeWalt 40 volt. Actually no, it is 60 volt. Might cut a chainsaw. You pull the trigger, it runs. I can't deal with gas powered ones. Had them and never could keep them running. I don't understand how people who use them all the time keep them running, because we use ours all the time out here and had a hard time keeping it going. But this thing, no problem. Now, let's get back to tapping. All right, as I said earlier, we're out here tapping trees. And oh look, it's gonna start to flurry. So when we're tapping trees, you need a few tools. You need a drill. I highly recommend a DeWalt drill, simply just because my personal opinion, I think they're the best drill out there. I've tried Milwaukee, I don't recommend using like the home ones, like the cheap ones like Ryobi or things like that. They just do not have the oomph, the RPMs, and just the sheer drilling power that a DeWalt has. This particular one, if you want an actual part number, it would be DCD 791, and it's got, what you're looking for is 0 to 2000 RPM on it. And so you're gonna want that in your second gear. You want that set all the way to drill, and you got your tapping drill bit. You want an actual one that's meant for drilling through frozen wood. So don't go buying one at your local hardware store. They're not going to have it. You want to go to an actual maple supplier to get one. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a dealer. I would do this anyways, even before I became a dealer. So you want your drill, a hammer. Any kind of hammer pretty much will do it. I just happen to use a 16-ounce S-Wing just because it's made in America. I like USA made. If I can ever get, whenever I find something like that, that's what I use. And it fits nicely in a hammer loop. It's always nice. If you are using check valves, which we are, I also recommend having a small maple twig, and that's what I use, is a maple twig. I don't use any other kind of wood out here. I just use maple. So you can get any wood debris out of the hole, because it will plug up that check valve. You don't want that. So you find a good hole. Found one on the other side. This side here is a tap hole all across here. There's another one way over here. There's one way down here. So I'm gonna go far away. That's a newer one down below. So I'm gonna come back over here, and you can tap it either above the lateral line, below the lateral line. Does not matter if you've got good vacuum. And you can't just turn a vacuum pump on and say, okay, I got good vacuum, and leave it. You gotta walk the woods, make sure you're checking your leaks so you can maintain good vacuum. If it's reading 27 at the pump, you wanna make sure it's reading 27 out here at the spout. So you drill your hole, stay nice and straight. I do not hold to the CDL's giant $800 and some odd gizmo that goes on the drill. I think it's overpriced. I think it's overrated. Just my personal opinion. You can get this drill set up for $100 on sale. So why do you need the extra thing? Just gotta hold it steady, and you're golden. You don't want a wobbly hole, and that's what that thing is supposed to be for. So you don't have a wobbly hole, but as long as you know what you're doing, you're good. Now, I don't recommend tapping up over your head. I do it on occasion because I know I'm fairly steady and I can keep a good hole. I don't recommend doing that all the time though. I'd much prefer, keep it where you can get to it, bring it down like this. You can even do it down here and keep it, at like below your knees or something, and still have it steady. Just hold the drill like this, or you can hold it like this or like this. This is okay, but this is better. So you get that forward push in and back out, keep it steady, and you won't have a wobbly hole. Wobbly holes leak, and you don't want that. I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Stay away from cracks or seams in trees. Don't get too close to old tap holes. That's kind of a given, especially if you're running vacuum like we are. If there's a crack in the tree, you will find it with vacuum. I have had it where like I'm tapped over here and a old tap hole that's over here is leaking. And you can hear the air hissing out of it, or into it rather, because somewhere in here there's a crack and they linked up, and you know, that tap hole was no good. I had to find a new home for it. So it happens. You know, even the best of us do it. We do goof up. While I'm out here tapping, I also carry with me a machete, because we have lots of beech trees out here, or another brush, and I don't like them. A friend of mine asked me recently, it's like, do you really need to cut down that tree? And I asked him, I asked him two questions. I said, one, is it a maple? No? Okay then. Is it in a bunch of maples? Okay, there's your answer. It's, especially the beech trees, they're a weed. You don't want them in your sugar bush, just get rid of them. So that's what I do. I at least trim off the branches so that I'm not getting hit all the time with them, and I can get through and whatever, easy access. But I think that's kind of pretty much it. So let's go find some more trees and we'll do some more tapping. 16-ounce hammer is not a problem as long as you just take it gently. You're not trying to whale the spout in, you're just trying to gently tap it in. Hence tapping, not hammering. Now I said it in previous videos, but we're taking out these two tappers. This is a section that I haven't got to. We ran out of time, ran out of couplings when we were doing this, so we left them. And a lot of this is going to get reworked. Pipe, everything, tubing, the whole 9 yards, going to get reworked over the next couple of years. So it's like, we really need to. Next year, I will pull some of these and get them out of here because I don't like doing two taps. But for those of you who are, this is what I recommend. If you can, I recommend going low on one side. And I think I can do that right here. After a while, and after thousands of taps drilled, you kind of get an eye for it. You kind of look at a tree and you go, yep, right here. And you just drill it. And then I recommend going high on the next one and opposite side of the tree. Now I'll see if I can get up high on this one because I see a lot of old tap holes up here from many years of tapping, but I can at least get somewhere in the middle, right there. Yeah, that's between tap holes. There we go. Get those last few wood chips out. And there you have it. We got lots more to do. Hey everybody. All right, so we're back again, day 4, tapping. Kind of a nasty day out here. It was freezing rain a little while ago. The weatherman blew this forecast. It was supposed to be snow all last night and into the morning. I got up at 6:30 and no snow. It had apparently just been rain. So everything's an icy, crusty, nasty mess. But anywho, thoughts that I missed the last time we were out here tapping. When I'm tapping, I don't bother marking my tubing so that I know what depth I'm at. I measured this. At this point where the threads stop on the drill bit is 2 inches. So I know if I'm at least most of the way up it, if not all the way, I'm at 1.5 inches, 2 inches of, you know, on my hole depth in my trees. Seemed like there was some other things I had thought of that I wanted to mention. I don't necessarily remember them, but, oh, that's what it is. Holes, when you drill your hole, and I had, I'm gonna go right here. Yep. battery's getting low. But when you drill your hole, you want to go in, out. Don't keep going in and out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to ream your holes, basically, because then it makes your hole bigger than your spout. And it won't sit well. And it'll cause a leak, basically. So proper tree tapping, if you do everything right, is going to take care of most of your leaks in the woods. It's like if you find, you're drilling a hole and you get some of this here, like that there is a white wood. See if I get a little bit closer. Like that. It's a white wood. That's good wood. That's what you want to have. If it's dark at all, you're probably going to have a leak, and you're not going to get as much sap out of it, even if it doesn't leak. That dark brown wood is non-conductive wood, so it means it doesn't carry sap. The sap just goes out around it. So you don't want any of that kind of sap in there. And so if you're too close to an old tap hole, for instance, that's going to be non-conductive wood where that old tap hole is. And depending on what you're doing, the higher the vacuum you're running, if you're running vacuum, the less scarring that your tap hole creates in the tree. Now, if you're running, say, buckets or just no vacuum at all, just running gravity, you're going to have a wider scar. It'll be wider and it'll be longer up and down the tree. And it'll be shorter and narrower with better vacuum. And I do have a slab of wood that does show that on a tree that had blown over or whatever, and a big windstorm. And we took it and said, well, let's find out what these tap holes look like. So we took it, we slabbed off the big chunks off of it, and that's what we saw. High vacuum years, less scarring on the tree. So just a few thoughts. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, I think. I mean, tapping's not rocket science. I had somebody tell me the other day, they're like, tapping is so stressful. They're like, because we got to get it right, and we don't want to mess it up because the rest of the season hinges on it. I'm like, all right, if it's stressful, you're not doing something right. It doesn't need to be stressful. You just need to know the information that you know, to how to do it right, be confident that you are doing it right, and then just do it. And then go with it. And then when you're running leaks and you're trying to find them all, and if you see, oh shoot, I messed up this hole, it turned out to be wrong, okay, well, you learn from that. You don't do that next time you trap a tree. And a lot of what I have learned has been trial and error over the last 12 years or so that I've been running this farm. You just kind of learn these things kind of as you go. So it's just the way it is. So learn, and hopefully this will help you be a better tree tapper. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you like our videos, please subscribe and let us know that you are actually liking them, and leave us a comment or two if you find something interesting, or you have another thought to share on the matter. It's always good to have. And let us know if you have any video ideas you'd like to see. What could we do out here that you'd like to see a video of? Anywho, we'll see you around the next video. Okay, so remember I told you just a few minutes ago that we got, I don't put the tubing on the drill bit. Well, let me show you what I got. So, whoops, I tossed the wrong thing aside. So, I got the, let's see if I can get that by the camera. Okay, on the left side is a drill bit. I think I got it from Leader. On the right side is an H2O drill bit. Notice how the threads stick down that much further? And also on the H2O bit, it's got like a mark. I'm pretty sure it's at the 2-inch mark. And I found quite quickly this thing bites into wood so easily. Before you know it, you're all the way up to the hilt on your drill bit. So I gotta put a short piece of tubing on every single one of these bits that we're gonna use. We're gonna put the new bits out. Save the old bits for a spare in case we lose the new ones. Hopefully we don't lose these. But I'm sure most of you have seen it. You just take a piece of tubing. Well, first let's start with the one I already got on here. Okay. No. Huh, I don't have my cutters out. It would help if I figured out which side of my tool vest they are on. I got my sunglasses on inside because, you know, I was headed outside and, well, haven't made it out there yet. Oop. Okay. That's back there, but not quite all the way. And there we go. It's a little bit beyond it, but not too bad. We'll go with that one. That's pretty much it. So now, it looks like that. I don't normally do this, but with these bits, I have to, because they want to go into the tree. They work really, really good. I was very happy with them. And like effortlessly, it's like a hot knife through butter, just in goes the hole. Anywho, catch you in the next video.